Good evening. This is the Man in Black. I am called the Man in Black because I have an aversion for light. I am here in the studio tonight to introduce you to a program ran by a woman who has seen into the darker side of human weakness, the hateful, the mean, thoughtless that leads to murder. Tonight from Pueblo, we present Miss Amber Salazar, a study of horror, written by Lucille Fletcher, called Sorry Wrong Number, about a woman who is caught in an unfortunate predicament involving the telephone company and the police. This program is not for the squeamish. Listen at your own risk.
Can you try that number for me, please?
I'll be glad to try that number. One moment, please.
I don't see how it could be busy all that time. It's my husband's office, and I'm all alone here in the house. My house is very poor, and I've been feeling so nervous all day.
You mean Murray Hill 40098.
Hello?
Hello, is Mr. Stevenson there?
Hello? 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 Hello, George?
Yes, this is George speaking.
Hello, who is this? What number am I calling, please?
I'm here with our client.
Oh, good. Is everything okay? Is it clear for tonight?
Yes, George. It says the coast is clear for tonight. Where are you now?
In a booth. Don't worry, everything's okay.
Very well. You know the address.
Yes, I know. Let's see. Now, 11 o'clock, the private patrolman goes around the corner to 2nd Avenue for a beer.
That's right, 11 o'clock. And be sure all the lights downstairs are out.
Okay,
There should be only one light visible from the street.
okay.
What's that? Just a minute, George. Our client tells me that at 11:15 a train crosses the bridge. It makes a noise in case the windows open and she should scream.
Hello, what number is this, please?
Okay, I understand. 11:15, the train ride.
Yeah, do you remember everything else, George?
Yeah, I'll make it quick. As little blood as possible because our client does not wish to make her suffer.
That's right, he'll use a knife.
Yes, the knife. It will be okay. And then afterwards, I'll remove the rings and the bracelet and the jewelry in the bureau drawer because our client wishes it to look like a simple robbery. Don't worry, everything's okay.
Oh, how awful! How unspeakably awful. Operator!
Your number, please.
Operator, I've just been cut off.
What number will you be calling?
Well, operator, I was supposed to be calling Murray Hill 40098, but it wasn't. Some wires got crossed. I was cut into a wrong number, and I just heard the most dreadful thing, something about a murder. And operator, you'll simply have to retrace that call at once.
I beg your pardon.
I know
May
it was a wrong number, and I had no business listening. But these two men, they were cold-blooded thieves, and they are going to murder somebody, some poor, innocent woman who was all alone in a house near a bridge. And we've got to stop them. We've just got to.
What number are you dialing?
It doesn't matter what number I was calling. This was a wrong number, and you dialed it for me. And you've got to find out what it was immediately.
What number did you call?
Oh, why are you so stupid? What time is it? Do you mean to tell me that you can't find out what number that was just now?
I will connect you with the chief operator.
Oh, I think it's perfectly shameful. Now look, it was obviously a case of some little slip of the finger. I told you to try Murray Hill 40098 for me. You dialed it, but your fingers must have slipped. And I was connected with some other number. And I could hear them, but they couldn't hear me. Now I simply fail to see why you can make the same mistake again, on purpose. Why couldn't you try to dial Murray Hill 40098 in the same careless way?
Murray Hill 40098. I will try to get it for you.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. Murray Hill 40098 is busy.
Operator!
Your call, please.
You didn't try to get the wrong number at all. I asked you explicitly, and you did what's dialed correctly.
I'm sorry. What number are you calling?
Can you for once forget what number I'm calling and do something for me? Now I want to trace that call. It's my civic duty and it's your civic duty to trace that call and apprehend those dangerous killers. And if you won't,
I will connect you with the chief operator.
well, please. All this talk can't make anyone understand.
This is the chief operator.
Oh, chief operator, I want you to trace a call, a telephone call, immediately. I don't know where it came from or who was making it, but it's absolutely necessary that it be tracked down because it was about a murder that someone's planning. A terrible, cold-blooded murder of a poor, innocent woman tonight at 11:15.
I see.
Can you trace it for me? Can you track those men?
Well, I'm not certain. It depends.
It depends on what.
It depends on whether the call's still going on. If it's a live call, we can trace it on the equipment. If it's been disconnected, you can't.
Disconnected.
If the parties have stopped talking to each other.
Oh, but of course we must have stopped talking to each other by now. That was at least 5 minutes ago. And they didn't sound like the type that would make a long call.
Well, I could try tracing it. May I have your name, please?
Mr. Miss Albertson. But listen,
And your telephone number, please.
Plaza 32098. But if you don't go
Why do you want
reaching
this
out
call traced?
Why? No reason. I mean, I really felt very strongly that something had to be done about it. These men sound like killers. They're dangerous. They're going to murder this woman at 11:15 tonight. I thought the police had to know.
Have to report this to the police.
Well, no, not yet.
You want this call checked purely as a private individual?
Yes. So meanwhile,
I'm sorry, Mrs. Stevenson, but I'm afraid we couldn't make this check for you and trace the call just on yourself.
what?
As a private individual,
Why?
we have to have something more official.
Oh, for heaven's sake! You mean to tell me I can't report those? They're going to be a murder without getting tied up in all this red tape? Well, it's perfectly erotic. Well, all right. I'll call the police.
I'm sure that'll be the best way to deal with it.
Do you go to class but don't have a writing utensil? Are you tired of broken pens leaking ink? Get a number 2 pencil. It's cheap, always works, and made to last. Buy your number 2 pencil today.
Ridiculous. Never heard of such nonsense.
Your call, please.
Police department. Give me the police department, please.
Ringing the police department.
Oh, can you ring them directly?
Police Station 43, Sergeant Martin speaking.
Police department, this is Miss Stevenson, Miss Albert Smith Stevenson of CAD 5353 Norton in place. I'm calling to report a murder. I mean, the murder hasn't been committed yet. I just overheard the plans for it, over the telephone, over a wrong number that the operator gave me. I've been trying to trace down the call myself, but everybody's so stupid, and I guess in the end, you're the only people who could do it.
Yes, ma'am.
It was perfect to find her. I heard their plans differently. 2 men were just talking. They were going to murder some woman at 11:15 tonight. She lived in a house near a bridge. Are you listening to me?
Yes, ma'am.
And there was a private patrolman on the street. He was going to go around for a beer on 2nd Avenue. And there was some third man, a client, who was paying to have this poor woman murdered. They are going to take her rings and bracelets and use a knife. Well, it's unnerved me dreadfully, and I'm not well.
Yes, I see. And when was all this, ma'am?
About 8 minutes ago. Oh, and then you can do something. You do understand.
What's your name, ma'am?
Miss Stevenson, Miss Albert Stevenson.
And your address?
5353 North Sutton Place. That's near a bridge, the Queensboro Bridge. You know, and we have a private patrolman on our street.
Yeah.
And 2nd Avenue is
And what was that number you were calling?
Murrow Hill 40098. But that wasn't the number I overheard. I mean, Murrow Hill 40098. 40098 is my husband's office.
Mm-hmm.
He's working late tonight, and I was trying to reach him to ask him to come home.
Yes.
I'm an invalid, and you know, it's the maid's night off, and I hate to be alone, all alone, even though he says.
Yeah, well...
As long as I have the telephone here right beside my bed.
Well, we'll look into it, Miss Stevenson, and see if we can check with the telephone company.
The telephone company said they couldn't check the call. The parties have stopped talking, and I heard I already taken care of that.
Oh, you have?
Yes, and personally I feel you have to do something more drastic than just check the call. What good does checking the call do if you stop talking? By the time you tracked it down, they already committed the murder.
Yeah, well, we'll take care of it. Don't you worry.
I say the whole thing calls for a search, a complete and thorough search of the whole city. I'm very near the bridge, and I'm not very far.
You said...
From Second Avenue, and I feel a whole lot better if you send around a radio card to this neighborhood at once.
Well, what makes you think the murder is going to be committed in your neighborhood now?
Well, I don't know. Only the coincidence is so horrible. Second Avenue, the patrolman at the bridge.
Yeah, well, 2nd Avenue, you know, is a very long street, man. And you know how many bridges there are in the city of New York alone? Not to mention Brooklyn, Staten Island, and Queens, and Bronx.
I know all that.
How do you know it isn't some little house on Staten Island, on some little 2nd Avenue you never heard about? How do you know they're even talking about New York at all?
But I heard the call on the New York dialing system.
Well, maybe it was a long-distance call you overheard.
No!
You know, telephones are funny things. Now look, why don't you look at it this way? Supposing you hadn't broken in on that telephone call, supposing you had got your husband the way you always do, you wouldn't be so upset, would you?
Well, I suppose not. But it sounds so inhuman, so cold-blooded.
Well, a lot of murders are plotted in the city every day, man. We managed to prevent almost all of them, but a clue of this kind is so vague. It isn't much more use to us than no clue at all.
But surely you can?
Unless, of course, you have some reason for thinking this call was phony, and somebody was planning to murder you.
Me? No, I hardly think so. I mean, why should anybody? I'm all alone, day and night. I see nobody except my maid, Ellen Luce, and she's a big 200-pounder.
Yeah.
She's too lazy to bring up my breakfast tray.
Mm-hmm.
And the only person is my husband, Albert. He's crazy about food. He adores me, he waits on my hand and foot, and has scarcely left my side since I took 12 years ago.
Yeah, well, then there's nothing for you to worry about, and you just leave the rest of this to us. We'll take care of it.
Well, what will you do? It's too late, it's nearly 11 now.
We'll take care of it, lady.
Well, yeah, broadcast it all over the city and send out squads and warn your radio cars to watch out, especially in suspicious neighborhoods like mine.
Lady, I said we take care of it. Now, I've got a couple other matters here on my desk that require immediate attention. So, good night, ma'am. Thank you.
Oh, you idiot. Oh, why did I hang up the phone like that? Now they think I'm a fool. Oh, wait, why doesn't Albert come home? Why doesn't he? I'll get the operator again.
Do you feel like your safety is in danger? Do you feel hopeless or that no one can help you? Don't feel that way because Officer Tillman is on duty. Your call, please.
Operators, for heaven's sake, will you ring that Merle Hill 40098 number again? I can't think what's keeping it so long.
I will try it for you. I'm sorry, Burr Hill 40098 is busy. I will try it.
I can hear it. You don't have to tell me. I know it's busy. If I could only get out of this bed for a little while, if I could get a breath of fresh air, or just lean out of the window and see the streets. Hello? Albert? Hello? 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 Oh, what's the matter with this phone? Hello? 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 Oh, for heaven's sake, who is this? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Your call, please.
Hello, operator. I don't know what's the matter with this telephone tonight, but it's positively driving me crazy. And I've never seen such miserable servants. Now look, I'm in the mood, and I'm very nervous and I'm not supposed to be annoyed, and if this keeps on much longer,
What seems to be the trouble?
well, everything's wrong. I haven't had one bit of satisfaction out of one call I've made this evening. The whole world could be murdered for all you people care, and now my phone keeps ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing every 5 seconds or so, and when I pick it up, there's no one there.
I'm sorry. If you will hang up, I will test it for you.
I don't want you to test it for me. I want you to put the call through, whatever it is, at once.
I'm afraid I cannot do that.
You can't, and why? Why, may I ask?
The dial system is automatic. If someone is trying to dial your number, there is no way to check whether the call is coming through the system or not, unless the person who is trying to reach you complains to his particular operator.
Well, of all the stupid, and meanwhile I've got to sit here in my bed suffering every time that phone rings, imagining everything.
I will try to check the trouble.
Check it.
Free man.
Oh, what's the use of talking to you? You're so stupid. I'll fix her.
Have you ever felt tired because your mother keeps on nagging you because you're always home late? Come on, hon, that was only 5 minutes. Well, your solution is get the non-stop watch. It's easily accessible as it can tell time, or it can tell the time until your potential death. But if you need this watch, go to any nearby 7-Eleven and ask for Steve. You should get it for only $15.99.
How dare she speak to me like that? How dare she speak to me like that?
Your call, please.
Young women, I don't know your name, but there are ways of finding you out, and I'm going to report you to your superiors for the most unpardonable rudeness and insult that has ever been my privilege. Oh, give me the business office at once.
You may dial that number direct.
Dial it direct? I'll do no such thing. I don't even know the number.
The number is in the directory, or you may secure it by dialing it first.
Listen here. You? What's the use? Oh, for heaven's sake, I'm going out of my mind. Hello? Hello? Stop ringing me. Do you hear? Answer me. Who is this? Do you realize you're driving me crazy? Who is calling me? What are you doing it for? Now stop it, stop it, stop it. I say, if you don't stop ringing me, I'm going to call the police. Do you hear me? Hello? Hello? If Albert would only come home. Oh, let it ring. Let it go on ringing. I won't answer it, and I won't answer it this time. If it goes on ringing all night, I won't answer it. I won't answer it. It stopped. Why did it stop ringing all of a sudden? What time is it? Where's my call? Where is it? 5 to 11? They've decided something. They're sure I'm home. They heard my voice answering. That's why they've been ringing. Oh, where is she? Why doesn't she answer?
Call please.
Where were you just now? Why didn't you answer? Give me the police department.
I'm sorry, the line is busy. I will call you when.
Busy? That's impossible. The police department can't be busy. There must be other lines available.
The line is busy. I will try to get them for you later.
No, I've got to speak to them now. It may be too late. I've got to talk to someone.
What number do you wish to speak to?
I don't know, but there must be someone to protect the people beside the police department. A detective. Agency?
You will find agencies listed in the classified directory.
I don't have it classified. I mean, I'm too nervous to look it up. I don't know how to use books.
I will connect you with information. Perhaps she would be able to help you.
No. Oh, you're being spiteful, aren't you? You don't care what happens to me. I can die and you won't care. Oh, stop it. I can't stand anymore. Hello? What do you want, son? Stop ringing. Will you stop?
Hello? Is this Plaza B2099?
Yes, this is Plaza 32099.
This is Western Union. I have a telegram here for Mrs. Albert Stevenson. Is there anyone there to receive the message?
I'm Miss Stevenson.
The telegram is as follows. Mrs. Albert Stevenson, 53 North Sunwoods, New York, New York. Darling, terribly sorry, tried to get you for last hour, but line busy. Leaving for Boston at 11 p.m. tonight on urgent business. Back tomorrow afternoon. Keep happy. Love, signed Albert.
No.
Do you wish us to deliver a copy of the message?
No.
Thank you, madam. Good night.
Good night. No, I don't believe it. He couldn't do it. Nobody knows I'll be all alone. It's some trick. I know it.
Your number, please.
Operator, try that Merle Hill 40098 for me. Just once more, please.
You may dial that number direct.
40098. Oh no, you're gone. Oh, Albert, how could you? Oh, but I can't stay alone tonight. I can't. If I'm alone one more second, I'll go mad. I don't care what he says or what the expense is. I'm a sick woman. I'm entitled to some consideration.
This is information. How may I help you?
I want to telephone number of Henchley Hospital.
Finchley Hospital. Do you have the street address?
No, somewhere in the next 7. It's a very small, private, exclusive hospital, right? Had my appendix out 2 years ago. Henchley. Henchley.
1 moment, please.
Please, Harry, and please, what is the time?
You may find out the time by dialing Meridian 71212.
Oh, for heaven's sake, I've no time to be dialing.
The number of Finchley Hospital is Butterfield 89970.
Is that Henchley Hospital?
Finchley Hospital?
Nurse registry.
Who is it you want to speak to?
I want the nurse registry at once. I want a trained nurse. I want to hire her immediately for the night.
I see. What is the nature of the case, madam?
Nurse, I'm very nervous. I need soothing and companionship. You see, my husband is away and
Have you been recommended to us by any doctor in particular, madam?
No, but I really don't see why all this is necessary. I want a trained nurse. I want a patient in your hospital 2 years ago, and after all, I do accept to pay this person for attending me.
We quite understand that, madam, but these are war times, you know. Registered nurses are very scarce just now, and our superintendent has asked us to send people only on cases where the physician in charge feels it is absolutely necessary.
Well, it is absolutely necessary. I'm a sick woman. I'm very upset. Very. I'm alone in this house, and I'm in bed. And then tonight I overheard a telephone conversation that upset me dreadfully. A woman is going to be killed when a train crosses a bridge. In fact, if someone doesn't come at once, I'm afraid I'll go out of my mind.
Well, I'll speak to Miss Phillips as soon as she comes in. And what is your name, madam?
Miss Phillips, when do you accept her to come in?
I really couldn't say. She went out to supper at 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock? But it's not even 11 yet. Oh, my car has stopped. I thought it was running down. What time is it?
Just 15 minutes past 11.
What was that?
What, madam?
That clip just now. In my own telephone, I thought someone had lifted the receiver off the extension telephone downstairs.
I didn't hear it, madam. Now about this nurse.
But I did. There's someone in this house. Someone downstairs in the kitchen. And they're listening to me now. They're listening to me. I won't pick it up. I won't let them hear me. I'll be quiet. And they'll think. But if I don't answer, someone now, well, they're still down there. There'll be no time. I've got to get the operator.
Your call, please.
Operator. I mean, despite trouble,
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Please speak louder.
I don't dare to speak louder. There's someone listening. Can you hear me now?
I'm sorry.
But you've got to hear me. Please. You've got to tell me. There's someone in this house. Someone who's going to murder me. You've got to get in touch with the... There it is!
Department, Precinct 53, Sergeant Martin speaking.
Police department? I'm sorry, you must have gotten the wrong number. Don't worry, everything's okay.
Well, things did not turn out too well for Mrs. Stevenson. Fortunately, Mr. Stevenson, by the way, did not completely escape justice. He moved to California with his secretary, Marge, where he has won a seat on the San Diego City Council.
Sorry, wrong number. It was originally produced and broadcast live by Columbia Broadcasting on May 25th, 1943, starring the legendary actress Amber Salazar. Michael Wynn directed Miss Ruth Godley, Philip Van Oppen, and John Chalmers in tonight's reprise of Suspense. This is your announcer, Julie Singleton.
All right, I'm going to encourage you to do their first call, if you would, guys. This is my advanced theater group. Let's